My name is Mr. Onyemo Noliwo. I'm a hotelier. Well, if I should say, for the past 15 years, the economy has been totally down, unlike the previous years that we, the citizens, are enjoying. For instance, when Jonathan was in power, we all witnessed how the economy was rolling. Seconded by General Buhari when he was in power. If we can compare the two by now, definitely we are running out of points, if I should say that. Well, it has a negative and positive, if I should say, like you rightly asked. The positive side of it is that we have a fraction of people that make it quite uncomfortable for the citizens. Yes, we have a fraction of people. Otherwise, by now, for instance, we can remember when we are told that we don't produce fuel, yet we buy it at a cheaper rate. Today, about 3 or 4 refineries, probably it could be a rumor, it could be a truth, are working. And how much is it today? To compare when we solely believe in importation. Today, nobody knows whether they're importing or we are refining in Nigeria. Yeah, the tax reform is not a bad policy if being implemented, as a matter of fact. But most of the policies in Nigeria is not being implemented. That is why most of the policies we can embrace in, we find it difficult, as a matter of fact. The tax reform is a good thing, like that there's going to be tax exemption for some categories, you know, based on your revenue or your income, or even your salary. But if it can be implemented, I think it's not a bad thing. Yes, I think this has been happening from time to time, if we can remember. I could remember many years ago when such a thing comes in, and a lot of banks were merged together. You know, maybe probably from the directive from the NDIC or thereabout. It's a good thing, but it's going to affect some banks, and maybe some staffs may lay off if that should come to effect. Some staff is going to, be out of job. Yeah, the present exchange rate has been so poor, as a matter of fact, and that's what raises a lot of inflation in the country. I could compare many years ago when it was down and everybody was enjoying it. I could remember during the time of Jonathan, everybody can witness it, and they even affect the poor too, because they were able to get exactly what they really want. Like now, it's only mostly for the rich. So the exchange rate, something has to be done, as a matter of fact, to help the citizens. Yes, I think that question is a very good question in a time like this. The subsidy in other countries that have that subsidy, the citizens enjoy, But in Nigeria, it was not so. The subsidy is a kind of a burden to the citizens. But we did the sacrifice. But a set of people are really enjoying it in Nigeria today. For instance, the federal allocation has automatically increased. It's not a hidden factor, But for the fact it has increased, what are we deriving from there? What are we enjoying? We are enjoying nothing. So the burden continues on the individual. That sacrifice. For instance, transportation these days, everybody knows what it takes, unlike many years ago. Then if we can do such sacrifice, what do we get? Automatically nothing. When they talk of palliative, I don't know whether it's still working in Nigeria or not. I only overheard it as a palliative, something, which I don't know. So it's a good thing. But what we sacrifice, we don't enjoy it. Well, I don't think it encourages us a lot in the sense that before the third party will be involved, there must be an undertaking. There must be a letter of attorney that or verbal, either verbal or written or whichever way, authorizing you. But on my behalf to do such, I don't think it's really legal, as a matter of fact. The issue of insecurity has brought a lot of fears into the minds of the people, especially the farmers. We can see the cost of living in Nigeria today. Unlike before, the production has automatically reduced because the fear of, killers or attackers and thereabout. If the government can put in place and put a stop to that, I think the citizen will be happy. Whatever money you have, you can be able to buy within your limit, within your reach. Unlike today, it's only the rich that are enjoying. Of course. The minimum wage or whatever goes nowhere. Thank you.